helpful will they be to the three contestants? Playing the game with us are Janet, who's retired from Bristol, Bennett, a trainer manager from London, and Sarah, an NHS manager from Reading. This is Think Tank. Welcome to Think Tank, a brand new series where a regular cast of people from across the UK are on hand every day to help our three contestants. They've made themselves useful during their careers, whether that's teaching students about chemistry, serving up pizzas, diagnosing illnesses, or even demonstrating the joys of Tupperware. This group of people includes pizza waiter Peter, our doctor Abby, Armanel, our chemistry teacher, English literature graduate Max, office assistant Anisha, retired engineer Len, Tristan, our ice hockey player, and Jackie, our retired local government manager. But will they be any use at all to the three contestants playing the game? Janet, Bennett and Sarah. Janet, welcome to the programme. You are retired now. Used to work in HR, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I worked for Royal Mail for over 20 years.
Take a look at this mob. Any of them you'd hire?
Oh.
What are you looking for?
Honesty, integrity.
Not here. No.
They are all wonderful people, as you'll discover through the programme,
I'm
who
sure
we
they
hope
are.
will help you along, won't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent. So, Janet, how do you like to spend your free time?
I like to do a lot of cooking, not very successfully in some cases. I'm a demon at making a roast dinner.
Who's our resident chef among you lot? Oh, it's Max, isn't it?
Well, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I can do tremendous things with an aubergine.
Really?
And I think that's something you should keep to yourself, probably. OK, Bennett, with your job as a trainer manager, you must spend a lot of time, I suppose, behind a computer screen.
Unfortunately, I do, Bill. Yes, I try to get away with it.
Well, how do you get away from it? What do you do?
I enjoy playing golf and skiing, but more important than that, I participate in amateur dramatics.
Wow.
Yes.
That's brilliant. And Sarah.
Hello.
Now, what are you hoping to score well on? What are your best subjects?
I'm hoping to get some questions on Formula One, one of my favourite pastimes that I go every year with my dad to the British Grand Prix.
Do you?
Yep. And I love listening to a bit of cheesy pop music.
OK.
So that would be good for me as well.
All right. Cheesy pop music. Anisha?
I do like a bit of cheesy pop, to be honest with you. Although, I wouldn't call it cheesy because it's ace. Like, do you know Everything But the Girl?
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant, mate. Do you know it?
Which one?
And I miss you, let the deserts
It's
meet.
Mr.
Yes, Bill!
Rain, and I miss you.
Yes! I love it.
So, let's hope you pop along nicely with Anisha. Well, welcome to you all.
Thank you.
So, over 3 rounds, our contestants will try to tap into the knowledge of the think tank to build up as much money as possible. The 2 highest scorers go through to the final. Ultimately, just one of them will walk away with a cash prize. So let's play the first round. So in this round, I'm going to ask you a question. Then every member of the think tank will reveal the answer that they gave before the show. The correct answer is always going to be in there somewhere, but there will also be any number of wrong answers in the mix too, OK? So pick out the right answer. £200 is added to your prize fund. You get 2 questions each. Janet, you're up first, so we'll start with you.
OK.
Here's a question we asked the think tank. What is the confectionery-inspired nickname of the football club Everton? Have a think about that, and let's see what sort of goodies the think tank came up with. Peter.
Twix.
Quality Street.
Maltesers.
All sorts.
Maltesers.
Toffees. Crisps.
Humbugs.
Gosh, a really varied assortment of sweets to choose from there.
Well, I think I know the answer, but I'm in a bit of a quandary over Len's answer toffees or Jackie's answer humbugs. But I'm pretty certain that Everton are known as the Toffees, so I'm going to go for toffees.
Toffees. You're going to go with the Toffees, OK.
I am.
As the confectionery-inspired nickname of Everton Football Club, let's see how you get on. Toffees is the right answer. Well done.
Whew.
Several explanations for that nickname, most relating to confectionery being made or sold in the area. Then you used to work in the sweet factory, did you?
We used to make boiled sweets we used to.
Did you? Is that why you came up with Toffees for Everton?
No, I knew what it was, because obviously the confectionery thing, but
She picked the good-looking guy as well, didn't she?
Tristan, the crisps.
I just figured there'd be crisp passes, maybe.
OK. Humbugs. Not the most cheery nickname for a football team, really, Jackie, is it?
I didn't know they didn't play in black and white, so I weren't sure.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad logic, really. OK. Well done, Janet. You start off with £200 in your fund, so that's a good way to get off the mark.
Thank you.
Bennett's next. Here's your first question. Nation shall speak peace unto nation is the motto of which famous organisation? Have a think about that while we see what the think tank said.
NATO.
United Nations.
United Nations.
BBC.
United Nations.
United Nations.
Black Panthers.
NATO.
Half of the think tank going for United Nations. It's just an idea. So what do you think? Doesn't mean it's right necessarily, Bennett.
I'm pretty confident that it's United Nations.
You're pretty confident it's United Nations. That's what you want to go with. Nations shall speak peace unto nation. Is that the motto of the United Nations or another famous organisation? Let's find out. It's the BBC.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the BBC. Well done, Max.
Thank you very much.
But you're out on your own on that one, weren't you?
Well, I believe you've got it tattooed on your back.
Yeah, it's part of the staff requirements. Yeah. OK. No money for you there, Bennett, but better luck next time. And Sarah, here's your question. The Filipino stateswoman Imelda Marcos is best known for collecting what? Have a look at what the think tank thought.
Shoes.
Coins.
Shoes.
Hats.
Stamps.
Shoes.
Stamps.
Shoes.
Half of the think tank going for shoes. A couple go for stamps. What do you think?
Well, I don't know the answer to this one, but I've heard of Imelda Marcos and I think it's something to do within fashion, so I'm going to go for shoes with the majority of the think tank.
All right, going for shoes. The Filipino stateswoman Imelda Marcos, best known for collecting what? Sarah thinks it's shoes. Is she on the right foot? She certainly is. Shoes is the answer. Well done. Apparently she had more than 1,000 pairs of shoes. You haven't got enough time to put all those on, have you?
You can make time.
Well done, Sarah. You're off the mark with £200. OK, Janet, here's your second question. How many years are there in a triennium? Take a little bit of time to think about that while the think tank tells us their answers that they gave before the show.
3,000.
3 million.
100,000.
3.
3,000.
3,000.
300.
300.
Well, lots of threes and lots of noughts to consider there. What do you think?
Well, a millennium is 1,000 years. So tree being 3, I think would be 3,000 years. And we've got 1, 2, 3...
3 of the think tank would be with you on that.
Agree on that. So I think I'm going to go for 3,000.
3,000 years in a triennium. Let's see if that's right. It's just 3. I've got 3 noughts and you've been right.
Goodness me.
Max, you got that right again. Abby, somehow you didn't seem to believe in your answer.
Yeah, sorry.
You got 3.
Yeah,
you got 3.
I got 3.
That was all
I'm
right.
going with any a million.
All
Sounds
right.
similar.
So, no more money for you just now, Janet. Bennett, here's your second question. Guy Garvey has found fame as the lead singer of which Mercury Prize-winning rock band? Let's see what the think tank sang about that. Peter.
Daughters.
Metallica.
Pink Floyd.
Elbow.
Black Sabbath.
Travis.
Black Sabbath.
AC/DC.
Again, very wide choice for you.
It is.
to make there.
I'm a bit of a quandary because I'm not great with bands, but I think I'm leaning towards Anisha's answer because I seem to get a vibe that she's into her music, and I'm hoping her knowledge extends to rock bands. I'm going to go with Black Sabbath.
Going to go with Black Sabbath. Tristan chose it as well. Guy Garvey's found fame as the lead singer of which Mercury Prize-winning rock band? You're saying it's Black Sabbath. Let's see if you've hit the right note. Elbow, it is. Elbow, of course, famous for songs like One Day Like This and Grounds for Divorce. You're on a hat-trick, Max.
It's going very well today,
Yeah. Jackie, AC/DC, a bit of a headbanger?
No, I just answer that to everything that's heavy rock because I don't know. So
That's your default,
it's
your
my
default answer.
Yeah.
OK. Bennett, hard lines. You stay as you were. Sarah, here's your second question. Which everyday item is sometimes known as a bomber chute? Have a think on that while we hear from the think tank.
Dustbin.
Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Scarf.
Bag.
Brush.
Watch.
A bag.
A couple of umbrellas, a couple of bags, and some other bits and bobs, Sarah, to choose from.
Part of me just wants to go with Max's answer because he just seems to have got everything right so far. But just the word shoot and the mechanism of an umbrella is making me think that it's umbrella, so I'll go with umbrella, please.
Going to go with umbrella. Which everyday item is sometimes known as a bomber chute? Sarah's saying umbrella. Is she right? She is indeed. Apparently thought to have evolved as a combination of umbrella and parachute. Peter, dustbin. Actually, you know, it's not a bad idea. It's a chute and you just chuck your bomber down it, so to speak.
Definitely. I know that sometimes in the Navy they call a dustbin a gash bag or a gash bin.
Yeah.
So I thought someone else might have called it something else.
Worth a shout, but just not quite the right kind of shout. There we go. £200 to Sarah. So that brings us to the end of the first round. Let's have a look at how you're getting on. Currently, Bennett, yet to get off the mark. Don't worry, we've still got time. Janet is on £200 and in the lead at the moment, Sarah with £400. Well done. It could all change in our next round. Every member of the think tank is holding 2 questions which they answered correctly before the show. So you're going to take turns to pick somebody in the think tank whose knowledge you think you can match. For every correct answer, another £200 will be added to your prize fund. Once a think tanker has asked both of their questions, they can't be picked again, OK? Janet, you get to go first. You've got all of them to choose from. Difficult job, I know, but whose knowledge do you think you can match?
Max has got lots of questions right, but I'm not necessarily certain I'll know the answer to the question he's got. So Len helped me last time, so I think I'll go for Len.
Len, our retired engineer.
There you are.
OK, Len.
Well, I'm really chuffed when this question came up because from the age of 11 till about 15, I worked on a farm.
Oh.
And I assisted in many aspects of the farm. And this says, question is, what 2-syllable name is given to the act of having a litter of pigs and also to newborn piglets themselves?
What 2-syllable name is given to the act of having a litter of pigs and also to the newborn piglets themselves?
I think I'll go for breed.
A breed, OK. Is she right there, Len, with that one?
Well, I found it easy, but it is a difficult question to answer. It's farrow.
Farrow was the one we were looking for, indeed.
Oh, well.
Never mind. You stay as you were, and we move on to Bennett. Who do you want to choose, Bennett?
I have no particular preference here, but I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to go with Tristan.
Okay.
Tristan.
So this is, if you like your reality shows, and they should definitely know the answer to this.
Oh, no.
The TV personality Vicky Pattison first found fame on which reality TV show?
Do you watch much reality TV?
I actually don't, Bill. Again, I've hit the bottom of the barrel here. I'm just going to have a guess and say Geordie Shore.
OK, you're going to guess at Geordie Shore.
Yeah.
Is he close?
On the money, bro. Got it.
Oh, well done indeed. As wild guesses go, that was a real winner. So now you're off the mark with £200. Well done, Bennett.
Thank you.
OK, Sarah, you've still got everybody to pick from. Who do you want to go with?
I think I'm going to go with Anisha, please.
Yeah. Right, so this is a film question, so hopefully you should get this one. And this is a really good actress, Sandra Bullock. Just to let you know, have you seen Speed?
Yes.
Right, so she was actually, her character was meant to be played by Halle Berry.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm so glad it was Sandra because she was ace. OK, so my question is, Sandra Bullock won an Oscar for her role in which film?
Now, I don't know this, but recently on an aeroplane I've watched a film which I think potentially may have been nominated, so I'm going to go for The Blind Side.
Well, let's see. Anisha, was she good enough in The Blind Side to win an Oscar? Sandra Bullock.
She was, because that's what she wanted for.
Excellent. Well done. The Blind Side is the right answer. £200 to you, and obviously time well spent on an aeroplane. Well done. OK, Janet, we come back to you. You've still got all of them to pick.
I think this time I'll try Jackie. We have an affinity with Tupperware.
Tupperware. There's more to me than Tupperware.
I'm sure there is.
Although sometimes I am fresh and tight. I do actually like to travel quite a bit.
Right.
So when this question came up, I actually knew it because I'd actually been there in December. The place I've been to was Cape Verde. But what ocean is Cape Verde in?
Cape Verde is an island in which ocean? Got any ideas?
I don't really know. I'm guessing at Pacific.
No, I did it on a transatlantic cruise. It's the Atlantic.
Ah,
The Atlantic.
had to be one of the two.
So, Janet, nothing gets added to your prize fund just now. And, Bennett, we move on to your next question. Who do you want to ask it?
I'm going to go with Armanel.
Armanel, our chemistry teacher.
Hello.
Hello, Bennett.
Hello.
So, I hope that you're a fan of Strictly Come Dancing.
Oh, dear. Having a good day.
The good news is that it's the most recent one that I'm asking about. So,
Okay.
so the question is, who was the first person to be voted off Strictly Come Dancing in 2015?
Bennett, series obviously you've been watching closely over the years.
I wouldn't even know who's on the show, unfortunately.
Pick a celebrity. Any celebrity.
Steve Davis.
Steve Davis is the answer that you're going for. And is he right?
Sadly, he was not on that series. The answer's Ewan Thomas.
Ewan Thomas was the first person off Strictly Come Dancing in 2015.
Oh, well.
Well, a sporting figure, just wrong sport you chose.
Wrong sport, yeah.
Still, it was a good stab. Good stab at it.
Thank you.
Sarah, you still have the whole crew to go for.
Yeah, I'm going to go for fellow medical person, Abby, please.
Our doctor, Abby.
Hello. So, actually, semi-related, I now have a lot of respect for Mr. Justin Bieber, seeing as he gave up the top spots for the Christmas #1 for the NHS choir. But what was the title of Justin Bieber's first ever UK top 10 hit single?
Are you a believer?
Unfortunately not. But it's worrying that my husband has got his latest song on loop at the moment.
So there's a lot of Justin Bieber music being played in your house.
Just the one song, again and again and again. I'll go with putting some words together, Love Me Like You.
OK, Love Me Like You is what Sarah is saying. Will she love the answer?
I'm sorry, it's Baby.
Baby was the answer. It was a hit single for him in 2010. No money there for you either, Sarah. And Janet, your third and final question in this round. Who do you want to go for?
I think this time I'm going to go for Max.
Oh, well done, Janet. Be brave.
I am.
Well, I'm a literature student, and I wrote my dissertation on this chap, so hopefully you know a bit about him. The birthplace of the writer Joseph Conrad is in which modern-day country?
It's going to be a complete guess, I'm afraid. South Africa.
South Africa is what you're going for. It's the birthplace of Joseph Conrad. Is she close?
He was well-travelled, but unfortunately he was born in the Ukraine.
Born in Ukraine is the answer we're looking for.
OK.
Author of The Heart of Darkness and Secret Agent, and did not speak English until he was in his 20s, and then wrote all those magnificent books.
Absolutely.
In English. So no more money for you, Janet. Bennett, it's time for your third question. Who would you like to be asking it?
I'm going to go with my fellow waistcoat wearer, Peter.
You've got a nice question for you. I'm a waiter at a pizza place, so it's a pizza question. So hopefully, I hope you eat lots of pizza.
OK.
Which type of pizza is said to be named after the Queen of Italy?
Which type of pizza is often said to be named after a Queen of Italy?
Oh.
How many pizzas can you think of?
I'm rattling through my brain of all the pizzas I've had. It's finding if any of them sound like a lady's name. There's one that keeps popping up. I'm just not sure if it's right. It's more related to a city, I think, but I can't really think of any other ones. So I'm going to go with Fiorentina.
Fiorentina?
Yeah.
You think Fiorentina is the type of pizza often said to be named after a Queen of Italy? Is it a right royal answer?
Freddie's wrong. It's margarita.
Margarita. Yeah. Typically made with cheese and tomato sauce. I was pumping for Queen Hawaiian myself, but
pineapple.
Perfectly acceptable. Yeah, with added peppers. There you go. OK, so you stay as you were, I'm afraid. And Sarah, here is your third question. Who do you want to go for?
I'm going to go back to Anisha, please.
Yeah, I hope you knew it because this is a TV kinda related question. So, which TV chef is the daughter of a former Chancellor of the Exchequer?
The only one that comes to mind, there's something telling me it's right, but it could be completely wrong, Nigella Lawson.
Nigella Lawson is the answer you're going with as the daughter of a former Chancellor of the Exchequer, TV chef, of course. Is she on the money?
You are! Well done!
£200 goes into your fund. Very well done. So, at the end of that round, let's see how your prize funds have changed. Currently, Janet is on £200. Bennett is also on £200. But in the lead, by some distance, it's Sarah with £800. Contestants, one of you is going to have to leave the game shortly, but you've still got the chance to take the lead. Janet and Bennett still can catch up, OK? All of you are now going to be asked the same question. 2 members of the think tank will then tell you the answer that they gave before the show and why they think they are correct. Only one of them, obviously, is going to be right. If you side with the correct person, you'll add an all-important £200 to your prize fund. Just 5 questions left, though, before we do have to say goodbye to one of you. So do choose your answers carefully, OK? First up, then, we're going to hear answers from Len and Max. And here's the first question. What is the longest-running musical in the history of London's West End? You go to many musicals, Len?
I've seen Les Mis on Broadway, and that was tremendous, that was. And he's even left in tears at the end of the show. Both my wife and I were both in tears. But I think the answer to this one is Cats.
You think it's Cats?
Cats. Elaine Page was in it for a long, long time.
OK, Max, what do you think?
Well, Len, it's funny you say that, because my answer for this is Les Mis. I mean, it's been almost a permanent fixture on the West End. Obviously, it's one of the classics, and I think it's going to run and run and run. So I'd say Les Mis.
Or to give it its full name?
Les Misérables.
Oh, beautifully done. Parfait, mon ami. Those are your choices, Les Miserables or Cats. I wonder who's right. Contestants, let's see who you are siding with. Please lock in your answers. Janet and Sarah went with Cats. Bennett is with Les Miserables. Who's right? Bennett has it. It's Les Miserables. Well done. Well done. Well over 10,000 performances since its debut in 1985. So, not a bad shout with Cats, but you loved Les Mis.
Excellent.
Yeah, should have gone with that.
I'm in tears again now.
There you go. Max, you're on the money again. Well done.
Thank you.
So Bennett adds £200 to his total. And for our next question, we hear answers from Armanel and Peter. Here it is. Which man was named by Forbes magazine as 2015's most overpaid actor? Interesting question, Armanel. What do you think?
I think it's George Clooney. I don't know about overpaid. When I go to films, I go because I'm interested in the content more than the actor. So I was just going for someone that I knew was well paid, so I can't make a judgment as to whether he deserves the money or not. But that was my idea.
George Clooney.
George Clooney.
All right. Peter, films are your thing, so who do you reckon Forbes reckon was overpaid?
I watched a couple of films this year, and I think Johnny Depp has made some really right clangers this year, and so I think he would have been classed for not making a really good film.
Johnny Depp or George Clooney? Please lock in your answers. 2 of you going for George Clooney. Bennett in the middle on his own with Johnny Depp. Let's see who's right. Johnny Depp it is.
I'm so sorry.
Unusually for Johnny Depp, he did have a poor year at the box office. Films such as Mordecai and Transcendence did not perform well, which is why Forbes magazine reckoned he was the most overpaid actor. Now, Armanel, before you go, we must say what a splendid outfit you have
Yes,
on.
I made it.
You made it?
I made it. The fabric was hanging up in the shop, screaming at me, buy me, buy me.
Yes.
So I had to.
OK. And
No, I just-
what's it
it's
a
lovely.
picture of?
Ah, yes. Do you know?
No.
It's Bruges.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
OK.
Which is Max's surname.
Your surname, Max?
Absolutely, Bruges.
Doesn't look anything like you. OK. Well, thanks very much for sharing that with us, Peter. Well done. And it means, Bennett, you get another £200 in your prize fund. So you're doing pretty well this round. OK. Next, think tankers up are Tristan and Anisha. And here's their question. What was voted Britain's favourite bird in the 2015 National Bird Vote? Tristan?
So I picked robin because I love robins. I think they're beautiful, and I think they've got every right to win the vote.
OK. Anisha?
Well, I hate birds, full stop.
You hate birds?
So I work in London and I'm constantly dodging pigeons, which are basically rats with wings. So I thought, well, it's obviously not a pigeon. Swans are so I said a swan.
Swans.
Yeah, they're birds, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I said...
You think the swan was voted the favourite bird? Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Of course. OK. All right, then. So here's the choice. Swans or the robin. Please lock in your choices. Janet's gone with robin, as has Sarah. Bennett on his own again with swan.
Yep.
Let's see if you're going to be on the money this time. It's the robin. It's the robin. You cannot beat me. 34%, more than a third of people who voted went for the robin. Barn owl and the blackbird came second and third. I don't know where the pigeon was, to be honest.
Well, probably 100% said they don't like them.
OK.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well done, Tristan.
Thank you.
And £200 goes to you, Janet, and to you, Sarah, as well. For our next question, then, we hear answers from Jackie and Len. And here it is. Which politician did Boris Johnson once describe as a mixture of Harry Houdini and a greased piglet? That's a very colourful description, isn't it,
It
Jackie?
is, but he's a very colourful person, isn't he? It's describing somebody that's ducking and diving, hard to get hold of. And I think, if I remember somewhere, he has a bit of a thing with Ken Livingstone, and I think it's Ken Livingstone that he's describing.
Ken Livingstone?
Yes.
OK, against whom he ran, of course, in the mayoral election, didn't
Yes.
he? OK,
yeah.
all right, Ken Livingstone for you. Len?
So Boris Johnson, as they say, some outspoken things about people. He says things about all sorts of things, but I think it's Tony Blair.
You think that's how he described Tony Blair?
Yes.
OK, so the answers to choose from are Tony Blair and Ken Livingstone. Please lock in your choice. And all three of you have gone with Ken Livingstone. Have you voted the right way with this answer? Let's see. No, it's Tony Blair. Tony Blair, described by Boris Johnson as a mixture of Harry Houdini and a greased piglet. So, Len, you were right.
Nobody believed me.
We do now.
We do now.
So well done. Nothing gets added to any of your totals there. And for our final question in this round, we'll hear answers from Armanel and Abby. Here we go. The BBC Sports Personality of the Year award has been won on the most occasions by participants in which sport? Armanel.
Well, I decided athletics was the answer. And my reasoning behind that was that within it, athletics has very many disciplines. Therefore, there will be many people doing it. Therefore, there's a greater probability of one of them winning Sports Personality of the Year.
Possibly the right answer. Who knows?
It was my reasoning.
Abby?
So on a similar wavelength, I went with what I thought was the most popular sport in the UK, which I thought was football. So I think we have some good personalities, because, again, in terms of popularity, I thought there might be more personalities within football.
All right, it's either football or athletics. Please lock in your choices. Janet and Bennett have gone with athletics. Sarah's out on her own, on the wing, with football. Let's see if she's going to score with the right answer. It is about athletics.
Thank you.
Armanel, well done.
Thank
well
you.
done.
Thank you.
Okay. So £200 goes to Janet and Bennett. Nothing for Sarah this time round. So that's the end of round 3. Let's take a look at your totals. In the lead is Sarah with £1,000, followed by Bennett with £800. Trailing in third place is Janet with £600. So I'm afraid, Janet, we have to say goodbye to you. Thanks very much, though, for playing.
Thank you. I've had a lovely time. Thank
Excellent.
you very much.
Pleased to hear it. Well done. Sarah and Bennett, you two will now compete to take home the money you've earned so far in our final. So, Bennett, have you had any thoughts about what you might do with your winnings if you were to be successful?
I have, actually. My little sister's getting married in a few months' time. And I think some of the winnings will go towards making her gift a little bit more elaborate, I think.
That's nice.
Kind of my plans for that.
Some of the winnings, because £800 would be amazing. That would be an amazing wedding present, wouldn't
I have my brotherly limits.
Okay. And Sarah, what would you do?
Well, my husband's got a big birthday coming up this year, so I think I'll have to take him away somewhere special to celebrate.
Got any ideas as to where?
Just somewhere hot.
Keep it a secret from him. Yeah, make it a surprise. OK, well, good luck to you both. Our final is a general knowledge battle. I'm going to ask you 5 questions each, and whoever gives the most correct answers takes home the money they've built up so far. Fortunately, the think tank is still here on hand to help you out. You can pick one of them to consult with before you answer the questions. Each member can only be picked once, though. The difference in the final compared to the rest of the show, though, is that they haven't seen any of these questions before, so they're just as much in the dark as you are. OK? Sarah, you've built up the most money in the game so far, so the final starts with you, OK? Here's your first question. In 1999, Time magazine named which man as their person of the century? Who do you think might help you out with that?
Armanel.
Our chemistry teacher, Armanel.
OK, we're going to have a dialogue here.
Okay.
My first idea was Winston Churchill. What were you thinking about?
I see, I'm thinking Nelson Mandela.
OK, I'm sure that that's a much more brilliant idea than mine. But it's your decision.
It's a long time to choose from, of course, a century.
Just...
You've got 2 names in the running so far.
I'm going to go with my gut feeling.
OK.
And go with Nelson Mandela, please.
Nelson Mandela is your choice to answer the question. In 1999, Time magazine named which man as their person of the century? Was it Nelson Mandela? Let's find out. It was Albert Einstein.
Nice.
Oh, dear.
Theory of relativity.
We only thought of leaders.
Didn't we just?
We didn't think of scientists. Sorry.
All right.
So no point there. And Bennett, here's your chance to take the lead with your first question. Which type of whale is the largest in the world to have teeth? Who's going to get their teeth into this answer for you?
I'm going to go with Max.
Max?
Well, Bennett, I have to say, I'm not having a whale of a time with this question.
Boom, boom.
I don't know whether we count a blue whale's little frilly bits as teeth.
What other whales?
Sperm whale.
Similar size.
Killer whale. Those are the 2 whales. I'll let you figure some others.
OK. How confident are you with your first answer?
Humpback whale. That's another whale.
OK.
It's your answer, of course, that counts in the end.
Yes. I'm thinking because, as you said, the filters, I don't know whether you would classify them as teeth. So, therefore, I'm going to lean towards killer whales because I know they actually have enamel-based teeth. So that's going to be my guess.
Killer whale?
Killer whale,
Is
yes.
what you want to go for. Which type of whale is the largest in the world to have teeth? Bennett's choice is killer whale. Let's see if he's right. It's a sperm whale. Larger whales, such as blue whales, don't have teeth. They have baleen plates that they use to process their food, as you were thinking earlier. OK, so you're on the right track, just not quite the right whale.
Not quite, yeah.
OK, so both of you yet to get off the mark in the final. Sarah, here's your next chance. Which actress played the role of Sugar in the 1959 film Some Like It Hot? Who do you think can help you on this? It's a film question.
I'm going to go for Len, please.
Going to go for Len.
I've never actually seen the film, but Marilyn Monroe comes to mind.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's the first name that came to mind for me. Let's go for it. Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe, you think played the role of Sugar in the 1959 film Some Like It Hot. Let's see if you're going to get off the mark with this one.
Oh, well done.
You're right. Well done, Marilyn Monroe. Starring alongside Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon, of course. A very, very funny film indeed it was. So, well done, Sarah. 1-0 to you. Bennett, your chance to catch up comes with this question. Which king of Great Britain and Ireland was executed in 1649? History question for you.
I'm going to go with Peter on this one for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm afraid I don't know my kings and queens. I think George was not a very popular king, but then they always say, like, John in Robin Hood wasn't very popular, was he? So I think John, King John.
Which one?
I'm not sure what number he was, but, you know, Robin Hood.
I might not go with yours, Peter. I'm just going to throw one out there and say King Charles. I don't know why it's ringing in my head.
You're going with King Charles?
Yes.
OK, you say King Charles was the king of Great Britain and Ireland, executed in 1649. Let's see if you're right. Charles I it was. Well done. Executed as a result, of course, of the English Civil War. So, well done. Brilliant guess. Well done. So you're level, 1-1. Third question coming up, Sarah. It's for you. The cyclist Mark Cavendish was born on which island? Who do you want to go with?
Based on the fact it's a sporty question, I'm going to go for Tristan, please.
Our ice hockey player, Tristan.
Well, I really wish I could help you out on this one, but I really have no clue.
It's the wrong sport.
Oh, I know. The islands I'm thinking of that just come straight to mind, you've got the Isle of Man and the Isle of Wight.
Okay. I'm kind of thinking Spain, because a lot of people train for the Tour de France in Spain and the Balearic Islands.
Oh, right, OK. It's a bit of a punt, really. I'm going to go for the Isle of Man.
Going to go for the Isle of Man as the island on which the cyclist Mark Cavendish was born. Let's see if you picked the right island. You have. It's the Isle of Man. Well done. You went with your gut feeling, didn't you? And you're absolutely right. So good. Well done. Good answer there. You're 2-1 up. Bennett, your chance to catch up. Agnes Gonja Boegiu, who later went on to be sainted, was better known by what name?
OK.
Who can help you with this?
Who can help me with this?
Just 3 of them left.
I'm going to go with Jackie.
Oh, thanks.
Put you on the spot there, Jackie.
The only person I can think of that went on to be a saint, and there will be more of them, but was Joan of Arc. I'm really not going to be much use to you, I'm
Okay.
afraid.
So the suggestion you had is Joan of Arc. Do you think it works here?
I'm going to have to go with your suggestion, Jackie, because I don't have any other.
So your choice is
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc. Agnes Contra-Boaggio, who later went on to be sainted, was better known by what name? You say Joan of Arc. Have you got the right one? It's Mother Teresa.
Sorry.
She was from Albania.
Right.
So no score for you there, which means it's still 2-1 to Sarah. Here's the fourth question for you. Which rugby league team has won the Challenge Cup on the most occasions? You've got Anisha or Abby, both really good at their rugby league.
I'm going to choose Abby.
Our doctor, Abby.
Okay. Do you have any idea?
Well, I only support Wales because I'm Welsh. The only time I ever watch rugby, I love rugby to bits, but the only time I ever watch it is when Wales are playing.
Okay.
So all I'm going to say is the big W.
The big W.
Yeah, the big W.
Standing for,
Wales.
as a rugby league team,
Yes.
winning the Challenge Cup.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think I've got some better ideas than that. I don't think Wales play in the Challenge Cup, per se. I can only think of a few names, and the one that just comes straight to mind, I don't know if it's right or wrong, is Sale.
Okay. You think Sale's the rugby league team that's won the Challenge Cup on the most occasions? Let's see if you're right. Wigan Warriors.
The W.
Definitely W.
It was a W, Abby,
Yes.
but not the
Sorry.
W you had. They've won it 19 times.
Oh, wow.
So there you are. This gives you a chance, Bennett, to equalise. You're 2-1 behind at the moment. This is your fourth question. Which of the Harry Potter novels sold the greatest number of copies in its first 24 hours of release? Just Anisha to ask on this one.
I don't like Harry Potter or birds. To be honest with you,
Yes.
I actually gave up after the second film because they were far too long, and I don't really like reading. So,
Right. I have to agree. I have never read any of the Harry Potter books either.
right.
Um,
You know what, I want to say, not the first one, because no one really knew about it, so it's just like a new book, so it's like, oh, whatever. And then obviously, as the books came out, they got better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
And wasn't there's 7 books in total, right? So would it be the last one? Does that make sense? So
that's
everyone would have
kind of the
bought
same
it?
train of thought I was going with as well, actually, because
But what's it called, though? Because I don't know. Maybe, is it the Deathly
Harry
Hallows?
Potter, the last book.
That would be a great name, but I don't think it's that. I think it might... Is it the, okay, so you've got Chamber of Secrets, the Philosopher's Stone is the first one, Chamber of Secrets, something, 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 something. I think it's Deathly Hallows.
I'm going to go with that as well, Deathly Hallows.
You're going to say the
Last book.
Deathly Hallows?
Yeah, the last book.
Deathly Hallows is your answer. Which of the Harry Potter novels sold the greatest number of copies in its first 24 hours of release? Let's see. Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows. Brilliantly worked out. For somebody who actually doesn't read books, let alone any Harry Potter books, you seem to know the names of most of them.
I know, that's cray-cray. Oh my
Cray-cray,
God,
indeed.
Cray-cray.
Cray-cray.
Wicked. Oh, what?
Yeah, and you're introducing us to a whole new vocabulary as well.
I'll introduce you to more later.
Yeah. So, Bennett, that puts you back level with Sarah at 2-all. OK, this is the fifth question now. No think tankers left to help you out, so you're on your own now, OK? Fifth question to Sarah. Alcatraz Island lies in the bay of which city?
I think I know this.
OK.
I could be totally wrong, but I'm a massive, massive fan of the film The Rock, which is set on Alcatraz, and I think it's in the Bay of San Francisco.
San Francisco. OK, that's your answer?
That's my answer.
OK, Alcatraz Island lies in the bay of which city? You're saying San Francisco. Are you in the right place? San Francisco it is. Well done. So 3-2 to you, Sarah. Bennett, you need to get this answer right, or Sarah will be our winner. OK? In 2015, Remy Gard became the manager of which British football club?
I'm pretty sure I've got this. Aston Villa?
Aston Villa, you're saying, is the football club of which Remy Gard became manager in 2015 to stay in the game. Let's see if you're right. Aston Villa is the right answer. Well done. Appointed in 2015, replacing Tim Sherwood. So well done. That's great. OK, so 5 questions each. Your scores are tied. We're going to go to sudden death. Now, as you know, all the members of the think tank have been used up, so you're still on your own till we get to a winner. OK? All right, Sarah, here's your next question. Which long-running British TV soap opera was first shown in 1985?
Okay. Coronation Street's older than that. 30-year anniversary, I think, was for EastEnders. So I'm going to go for EastEnders.
EastEnders, you think, is the long-running British TV soap opera, first shown in 1985. Are you right? Let's see. EastEnders is the right answer. Well done. So, Bennett, you've still got to climb back into it.
Haven't you? All the way,
Haven't you?
Making me work.
Here we go, then. Trapdoor, huntsman and redback are varieties of which creature?
It sounds like bird names or types. Could be dogs. I'm really not sure. Trapdoor, huntsman. I'm going to go with dogs, I think.
Dogs is your answer. Yeah. OK. Trapdoor, huntsman and redback varieties of which creature? You're saying dogs to stay in the game. Let's see if you're right. Spider is the answer we were looking for. So, congratulations, Sarah. You are the winner. Well done. Commiserations to you, Bennett. I'm afraid you're not taking anything home apart from an experience of being with these guys that you'll never forget.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks
you
for
might
the help.
try to, but you'll never forget it. There you go. It'd be wonderful. So good.
Thanks,
well done. Thanks for playing. Thank you. Sarah, as our winner, you're definitely taking home your prize of £1,000, and you'll shortly have the chance to add an extra £1,000 to your winnings. First, though, shall we take a moment to congratulate the think tanker who gave the most correct answers during the show? Today's top thinker was... Max. Straight out of the traps with that hat-trick, weren't you? And nobody else got near you after that.
Very
so well
exciting.
done. Well done. OK. Sarah, now you have one last chance then to boost your prize fund quite significantly as you face our question, impossible. So this is the toughest question of the whole show because no one in our think tank answered it correctly. So, Sarah, if you can achieve what none of them could and give us a correct answer, that extra £1,000 will be yours. OK?
OK.
Shall we take a look?
Yep.
At your question, impossible. Which male actor has been nominated for an Oscar in an acting category the most times? While you have a look at that, we're going to give you a little bit of help, OK? We're going to take a look at the think tank's wrong answers. None of them could get it right, but this could help you rule a few things out, OK? What did they say? Clint Eastwood, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Robin Williams are the choices that they made. So it's none of them, it's someone else. What do you think?
I'd love to say I knew it, but I don't. It's going to be a total guess. I really don't know the answer, but I'm going to guess at George Clooney.
George Clooney is your answer. For the male actor nominated for an Oscar in an acting category the most times for an extra £1,000. Let's see if that is right. Jack Nicholson is the answer we needed, I'm afraid. Nominated 12 times for an Oscar, so you stood out from the crowd, but you didn't quite make it, I'm afraid. You didn't conquer the question impossible. Still leaving there with £1,000, Sarah.
Very much.
So you've got to be feeling, we hope, pretty good about that.
Pretty good, yeah.
Very well played, though,
Thank
in
you.
the tie-break. So thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Do join us next time when 3 more contestants will see whether they can bank on the think tank. Until then, it's goodbye from them.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Bye-bye.